deck was slick and none of us could stand. The waves were higher than the longest span. We cried to God with everything we had, and then the water went from wild to glad. The God who made the ocean hears the cry and stills it with a single low reply. He stills the storm until the waves lie quiet on the deep. He stills the storm and leads us to the harbor into sleep, and leads us to the harbor into sleep. He turned the wilderness to pools of spring. The hungry ones he fed with everything. He satisfied the longing of the soul, and broken things he gently made them whole. And so tonight I lay me down in trust. The God who stills the storm is good and just. He stills the storm until the waves lie quiet on the deep. He stills the storm and leads us to the harbor into sleep. Like water after storm that rests in glass, all the troubled night will also pass. He stills the storm and leads us to the harbor into sleep. He stills the storm until the waves lie quiet on the deep. He stills the storm and leads us to the harbor into sleep. He stills the storm into sleep. He stills the storm. He stills the storm.
The page is blank before the pen begins, and grief has been a teacher, rough but thin. The morning is a threshold held in place for those who come in silence to His grace. It is good to come in silence, still and bare. It is good to wait for what He will prepare. Good to those who wait, who quietly hope in the word He has said. Good to those who wait. His compassion meets us every new day. His compassion meets us every new day. He will not cast away forever all who cry. He shows great mercy even when the night draws nigh. His anger is the briefest part of Him. His loving kindness fills up to the brim. The Lord is good to those who bear the weight, who sit beside the road and learn to wait. Good to those who wait, who quietly hope in the word He has said. Good to those who wait. His compassion meets us every new day. A door held shut in winter opens slow, but those who wait will see the spring begin to show. Good to those who wait. His compassion meets us every new day. To those who wait, who quietly hope in the word He has said. Good to those who wait. His compassion meets us every new day. Good to those who wait. His compassion every new day.
The worries of the day are spread across the floor. I see them clearly now when evening shuts the door. The list is longer than I thought it was at noon, but there is one who hears them in this quiet room. I lay each care before you at the close of this small day. The anxious thoughts grow quiet as I give each one away. Present your requests to God before you close your weary eyes. Present your requests. His peace will be your guard and your sunrise. His peace will be your guard and your sunrise. Whatever things are true and pure and good, whatever things are lovely as they should, let these be the last things on your mind. The God of peace is walking just behind. I breathe out everything I held since dawn, and breathe in the peace He's had for me all along. Present your requests to God before you close your weary eyes. Present your requests. His peace will be your garden, your sunrise. Not every prayer returns the answer sought, but every prayer is faithfully well called. Present your requests. His peace will be your garden, your sunrise. Present your requests to God before you close your weary eyes. Present your requests. His peace will be your garden, your sunrise. Present your requests. His peace, your sunrise. Some seed fell where the stones had taken root. Some fell on shallow ground and gave no fruit. But some fell deep and soft and took to grow, and in the final harvest gave its show. And those who heard the word and held it close will be the ones the morning honors most. Shine like the sun when the kingdom comes in all its glory. Shine like the sun. Each faithful life becomes a morning story. Each faithful life becomes a morning story. The treasure hidden in the field of grace is worth the selling of the whole broad place. The pearl that cost the merchant everything is all the joy that one more morning brings. I hold this gift with open, trembling hands. The kingdom given more than I had planned. kingdom comes in all its glory. Shine like the sun, each faithful life becomes a morning story. Even here before the final age has turned, the faithful ones already hold what they have earned. Shine like the sun, each faithful life becomes a morning story. Shine like the sun, when the kingdom comes in all its glory. Shine like the sun, each faithful life becomes a morning story. Shine like the sun, a morning story. Shine.
Before the river rises and the city stirs, God's dwelling place stands quiet in the first.
The hollow of the morning is his room, where all the restless come through breaking gloom. We bring our fear to him before it grows, and leave it at the threshold that he knows. At the break of day, he comes to meet us where the night has been. At the break of day, his help arrives before we turn to him. His help arrives before we turn to him.
The nations rise and shake the settled ground, but God has set his dwelling to be found. He speaks and kingdoms crumble into still, and morning holds the center of his will. When everything is shifting under feet, we find in him a stillness and retreat. At the break of day, he comes to meet us where the night has been. At the break of day, his help arrives before we turn to him. Like sparrows gathered at the gate at dawn, we find the door thrown open, not withdrawn. At the break
help arrives before we turn to Him. At the break of day, He comes to meet us where the night has been. At the break of day, His help arrives before we turn to Him. At the break of day, His help arrives before we turn.
A voice came down from heaven on that day and said, "Write this and do not look away. Blessed are the ones who die within the Lord. From now on, says the Spirit, rest restored."
We close our eyes and rest in His great care. The Lamb who rose already put us there. Blessed are those who rest in the mercy of the name above all names. Blessed are those who rest. Not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames. Not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames.
And so tonight I lay me down in trust. The one who is the first fruit from the dust went before us into rest and led the way. And all who follow after see the final day.
What love has done and left behind will stand, and everything we gave is held in His good hand. Blessed are those who rest in the mercy of the name above all names. Blessed are those who rest. Not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames.
Like grain laid low in winter, knowing spring will come.
We rest in this, the harvest has already been begun.
Blessed are those who rest.
Not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames. Blessed are those who rest in the mercy of the name above all names. Blessed are those who rest. Not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames. Blessed are those is lost. The camp was still and all the fires were low, and in the deep of night the dew came slow. The bread from heaven came with it that night, a gift laid down in darkness before light. He gives in darkness what the daylight needs. The morning table is already set with seeds. Gentle dew at evening, the grace that comes before the dawn has shone. Gentle dew at evening, provision for the morning fully grown. Provision for the morning fully grown. I trust that in the night He is preparing what I need. The morning table will be set before I rise to feed. For He who clothes the flowers and attends the raven's cry will tend to all my sleeping needs beneath the evening sky. Like dew upon the grass, I feel His nearness here tonight. His provision is already settled out of sight. Gentle dew at evening, the grace that comes before the dawn has shone. Gentle dew at evening, provision for the morning fully grown. What falls on ground that doesn't know it's thirsty still rises in the morning, right and worthy. Gentle dew at evening, provision for the morning fully grown. Gentle dew at evening, the grace that comes before the dawn has shone. Gentle dew at evening, provision for the morning fully grown. Gentle dew at evening, before the dawn fully grown. first thin line of gold above the hill. The dew-wet fields are breathing warm and still. Your light has broken through before I woke. The morning is the promise that you spoke. And in this breaking of the everyday, your healing goes ahead to clear the way. Light that breaks like dawn, your glory comes before the shadows clear. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on, and I am near. Your righteousness leads on, and I am near. The weary bones begin to bend toward light. The gardener has watered through the night. The seeds he planted in the deepest ground are leaning to the morning they have found. As light continues on from more to more, I find you waiting at the garden door. Light that breaks like dawn, your glory comes before the shadows clear. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on, and I am near. A seed that doesn't know the light is there still rises when your morning fills the air. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on, and I am near. Light that breaks like dawn, your glory comes before the shadows clear. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on, and I am near. Ooh, light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on.
Before the house has woken to its day, I sit here in the gray and start to pray. The one resolute thing I hold today is that my heart is fixed upon your way. Not moved by what the morning news declares, turn toward you who holds the world in care. My heart is steadfast, anchored in the God who does not turn. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory now until I learn. I'll sing your glory now until I learn. Your steadfast love exceeds the highest sky. Your faithfulness runs further than the eye. Be lifted over all the earth you made, that all the people see you unafraid. With everything I have, I give you praise. The soul that's set on you endures all days. My heart is steadfast, anchored in the God who does not turn. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory now until I learn. Compass needle finding north again, I turn back to the one who was and is and came. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory now until I learn. Steadfast, anchored in the God who does not turn. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory now until I learn. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory until I learn. The stars are still in morning's open door, before the day has sealed the dark once more. Those who walk in wisdom, we are told, will shine as bright as stars in ages old. And even now the morning is a gift of what the final morning will uplift. Shine like the brightness of heaven when the age of glory comes. Shine like the brightness of every star that
tells of what He's done, of every star that tells of what He's done. The ones who led the many into right will shine as stars in the unending light. Their names recorded in the open book, a glory far beyond a single look. We walk this morning knowing what awaits, a brightness sown in all who trust His grace. Shine like the brightness of heaven when the age of glory comes. Shine like the brightness of every star that tells of what He's done. Two travelers walking home beneath the stars already carry what the morning memoirs. Shine like the brightness of every star that tells of what He's done. Shine like the brightness of heaven when the age of glory comes. Shine like the brightness of every star that tells of what He's done. Shine like the brightness, every star tells of what He's done.
High and lofty one who never fades has come to make His dwelling in the shades of broken hearts that tremble at His name. The one who fills the cosmos is the same. He did not stay where only thrones could reach. He came to those who fell below His speech. The high and holy dwelling is not as far as any of us thought. The high and holy dwelling is where the low and contrite ones are brought. Is where the low and contrite ones are brought. Quarrel always or keep wrath. He chose to walk the broken lower path, to speak in comfort to the sorrowing small, the peace that passes understanding falls. I am contrite and lowly, nothing more, and He has come to meet me at this door. The high and holy dwelling is not as far as any of us thought. The high and holy dwelling is where the low and contrite ones are brought. Mountain stooping down to meet a stone, becoming small so none would be alone. The high and holy dwelling is where the low and contrite ones are brought. The high and holy dwelling is not as far as any of us thought. The high and holy dwelling is where the low and contrite ones are brought. The high and holy dwelling, where the low are brought. Not far at all. The page is blank before the pen begins, and grief has been a teacher, rough but thin. The morning is a threshold held in place for those who come in silence to His grace. It is good to come in silence, still and bare. It is good to wait for what He will prepare. Good to those who wait, who quietly hope in the word He has said. Good to those who wait. His compassion meets us every new day. His compassion meets us every new day. He will not cast away forever all who cry. He shows great mercy even when the night draws nigh. His anger is the briefest part of Him. His loving kindness fills up to the brim. The Lord is good to those who bear the weight, who sit beside the road and to those who wait, who quietly hope in the word He has said. Good to those who wait. His compassion meets us every new day. The door held shut in winter opens slow. But those who wait will see the spring begin to show. Good to those who wait. His compassion meets us every new day. Good to those who wait, who quietly hope in the word He has said. Good to those who wait. His compassion meets us every new day. Good to those who wait. His compassion every new day.
The deck was slick and none of us could stand. The waves were higher than the longest span. We cried to God with everything we had, and then the water went from wild to glad. The God who made the ocean hears the cry and stills it with a single low reply. He stills the storm until the waves lie quiet on the deep. He stills the storm and leads us to the harbor into sleep, and leads us to the harbor into sleep. He turned the wilderness to pools of spring. The hungry ones He fed with everything. He satisfied the longing of the soul, and broken things He gently made them whole. And so tonight I lay me down in trust. The God who stills the storm is good and just. He stills the storm until the waves lie quiet on the deep. He stills the storm and leads us to the harbor into sleep. Like water after storm that rests in glass, all the troubled night will also pass. He stills the storm the storm until the waves lie quiet on the deep. He stills the storm and leads us to the harbor into sleep. He stills the storm into sleep. He stills the storm. He stills the storm. The worries of the day are spread across the floor. I see them clearly now when evening shuts the door. The list is longer than I thought it was at noon, but there is one who hears them in this quiet room. I lay each care before you at the close of this small day. The anxious thoughts grow quiet as I give each one away. Present your requests to God before you close your weary eyes. Present your requests. His peace will be your guard and your sunrise. His peace will be your guard and your sunrise. Whatever things are true and pure and good, whatever things are lovely as they should, let these be the last things on your mind. The God of peace is walking just behind. I breathe out everything I held since dawn, and breathe in the peace He's had for me all along. Present your requests to God before you close your weary eyes. Present your requests. His peace will be your guard and your sunrise. Not every prayer returns the answer sought, but every prayer is faithfully stones had taken root. Some fell on shallow ground and gave no fruit, but some fell deep and soft and took to grow. And in the final harvest gave its show. And those who heard the word and held it close will be the ones the morning honors most. Shine like the sun when the kingdom comes in all its glory. Shine like the sun, each faithful life becomes a morning story. Each faithful life becomes a morning story. The treasure hidden in the field of grace is worth the selling of the whole broad place. The pearl that cost the merchant everything is all the joy that one more morning brings. I hold this gift with open, trembling hands, the kingdom given more than I had planned. Shine like the sun when the kingdom comes in all its glory. Shine like the sun, each faithful life becomes a morning story. Even here before the final age has turned, the faithful ones already hold what they have earned. Shine like the sun, each faithful life becomes a morning story. Shine like the sun when the kingdom comes in all its glory. Shine like the sun, each faithful life becomes a morning story. Shine, shine like the sun, a morning story. Shine, shine.
Before the river rises and the city stirs, God's dwelling place stands quiet in the first.
The hollow of the morning is his room, where all the restless come through breaking gloom. We bring our fear to him before it grows, and leave it at the threshold that he knows. At the break of day, he comes to meet us where the night has been. At the break of day, his help arrives before we turn to him. His help arrives before we turn to Him.
Nations rise and shake the settled ground, but God has set His dwelling to be found. He speaks and kingdoms crumble into still, and morning holds the center of His will. When everything is shifting under feet, we find in Him a stillness and retreat. At the break of day, He comes to meet us where the night has been. At the break of day, His help arrives before we turn to Him. Like sparrows gathered at the gate at dawn, we find the door thrown open, not withdrawn. At the break of day, His help arrives before we turn to Him. At the break of day, He comes to meet us where the night has been. Oh, at the break of day, His help arrives before we turn to Him. At the break of day, His help arrives before we turn. A voice came down from heaven on that day and said, "Write this and do not look away. Blessed are the ones who die within the Lord. From now on, says the Spirit, rest restored."
We close our eyes and rest in His great care. The Lamb who rose already put us there. Blessed are those who rest in the mercy of the name above all names. Blessed are those who rest, not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames. Not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames.
And so tonight I lay me down in trust, the one who is the first fruit from
before us into rest and led the way.
And all who follow after see the final day.
What love has done and left behind will stand, and everything we gave is held in His good hand. Blessed are those who rest in the mercy of the name above all names. Blessed are those who rest, not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames. Like grain laid low in winter, knowing spring will come, we rest in this, the harvest has already been begun.
Blessed are those who rest,
not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames. Blessed are those who rest in the mercy of the name above all names. Blessed are those who rest, not one faithful hour of love is lost to flames. Blessed are those who rest, not one faithful hour is lost. The camp was still and all the fires were low, and in the deep of night the dew came slow. The bread from heaven came with it that night, a gift laid down in darkness before light. He gives in darkness what the daylight needs. The morning table is already set with seeds, gentle dew at evening, the grace that comes before the dawn has shone. Gentle dew at evening, provision for the morning fully grown, provision for the morning fully grown. I trust that in the night He is preparing what I need. The morning table will be set before I rise to feed. For He who clothes the flowers and attends the raven's cry will tend to all my sleeping needs beneath the evening sky. Like dew upon the grass, I feel His nearness here tonight, His provision grace that comes before the dawn has shone. Gentle dew at evening, provision for the morning fully grown. What falls on ground that doesn't know it's thirsty still rises in the morning, right and worthy. Gentle dew at evening, provision for the morning fully grown. Gentle dew at evening, the grace that comes before the dawn has shone. Gentle dew at evening, provision for the morning fully grown. Gentle dew at evening, before the dawn fully grown. First in line of gold above the hill, the dew-wet fields are breathing warm and still. Your light has broken through before I woke. The morning is the promise that you spoke. And in this breaking of the everyday, your healing goes ahead to clear the way. Light that breaks like dawn, your glory comes before the shadows clear. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on, and I am near. Your righteousness leads on, and I am near. The weary bones begin to bend toward light. The gardener has watered through the night. The seeds he planted in the deepest ground are leaning to the morning they have found. As light continues on from more to more, I find you waiting at the garden door. Light that breaks like dawn, your glory comes before the shadows clear. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on, and I am still rises when your morning fills the air. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on, and I am near. Light that breaks like dawn, your glory comes before the shadows clear. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on, and I am near. Light that breaks like dawn, your righteousness leads on.
Before the house has woken to its day, I sit here in the gray and start to pray. The one resolute thing I hold today is that my heart is fixed upon your way. Not moved by what the morning news declares, but turned toward you who holds the world in care. My heart is steadfast, anchored in the God who does not turn. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory now until I learn. I'll sing your glory now until I learn. Your steadfast love exceeds the highest sky. Your faithfulness runs further than the eye. Be lifted over all the earth you made, that all the people see you unafraid. With everything I have, I give you praise. The soul that's set on you endures all days. My heart is steadfast, anchored in the God who does not turn. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory now until I learn. Compass needle finding north again, I turn back to the one who was and is and came. My heart is steadfast, I'll
I'll sing your glory now until I learn. My heart is steadfast, anchored in the God who does not turn. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory now until I learn. My heart is steadfast, I'll sing your glory until I learn.
The stars are still in morning's open door, before the day has sealed the dark once more. Those who walk in wisdom, we are told, will shine as bright as stars in ages old. And even now the morning is a gift of what the final morning will uplift. Shine like the brightness of heaven when the age of glory comes. Shine like the brightness of every star that tells of what He's done. Of every star that tells of what He's done. The ones who led the many into right will shine as stars in the unending light. Their names recorded in the open book, a glory far beyond a single look. We walk this morning knowing what awaits, a brightness sown in all who trust His grace. Shine like the brightness of heaven when the age of glory comes. Shine like the brightness of every star that tells of what He's done. Travelers walking home beneath the stars already carry what the morning memoirs. Shine like the brightness of every star that tells of what He's done. Shine like the brightness of heaven when the age of glory comes. Shine like the brightness of every star that tells of what He's done. Shine like the brightness, every star tells of what He's done.
and lofty one, who never fades, has come to make his dwelling in the shades of broken hearts that tremble at his name. The one who fills the cosmos is the same. He did not stay where only thrones could reach. He came to those who fell below his speech. The high and holy dwelling is not as far as any of us thought. The high and holy dwelling is where the low and contrite ones are brought. Is where the low and contrite ones are brought. Quarrel always or keep wrath. He chose to walk the broken lower path, to speak in comfort to the sorrowing small, the peace that passes understanding falls. I am contrite and lowly, nothing more, and he has come to meet me at this door. The high and holy dwelling is not as far as any of us thought. The high and holy dwelling is where the low and contrite ones are brought. A mountain stooping down to meet a stone, becoming small so none would be alone. The high and holy dwelling is where the low and contrite ones are brought. The high and holy dwelling is not as far as any of us thought. The high and holy dwelling is where the low and contrite ones are brought. The high and holy dwelling where the low